Meditation. Why am I here? A deep question to actualize our sacred self. Meditation as received. Within every moment we are offered a connection to life as love. Within every moment only love matters. Love is all that we are as our expression, offered as our gift. As sacred beings, our truth can only be love, offer love, act with love, in true honouring of that sacredness, of all sacredness. If we are indeed expressions of life's love, as love with love in love, etc., within each moment, the question rises to honour that love. Why am I here? Why am I in this moment, this place, this job, this relationship? Am I fully in this moment? For if this moment is not of love, of giving or receiving of our love, if we are not in love with this moment, where we are, who we are with, this present moment, then why am I here? Why am I here in this moment? Placing our hands on soul and heart, quieten the mind and breathe. For the only answer worthy of staying in this moment, wherever we are, as a place, as a relationship, a career, as experience, is because I love this. And I want to be fully present here with you, in this place, in this space, in this time. Be it place or person, if love is not within the moment completely, why am I here? As we are life, we are love. With love to give, we are asked, is this the greatest expression for the presence of my love? Breathe into presence. Dive into the present moment. Remembering presence is only found in being fully where we are. So be here, be now, this moment. Allow space to release from the constant distraction of thoughts. In this, our energy, creativity, and intent is pure, and we allow our most present being. Attention to the moment is power. And when we question from this moment, from this space of awareness, our truth is raw. We are open to all that is and to answer, why am I here? For if rightfully within the moment and filled with love, we say, because I love you and I want to be with you. Because I love where I am and I want to be here. Because this is exactly where I want to be right now. My mind, heart and soul are completely here, now, this very moment. Because this is the greatest expression of my love present in this moment. And we fall fully into the greatest connection, for we are one with life as love. That breathless moment of feeling the eternal life as love, as every act, as every thought is experienced, which leads us to softly ask, do I love myself enough? The question of commitment to ourself and life. It answers in one of two ways. First, if at a time when our present life, place, people, position brings turmoil, struggle or pain, if we are not in love with our present moment or the potential of the moment, if we are not in love with all that we are within that moment, if the answer to why am I here is not filled with yes, this is my greatest love, if instead we are filled with tears of realization of this is not right, then are we brave enough to ask, do I love myself enough? Do I love myself enough to honour this truth? Do I love myself enough to bring my truth to the present? Do I love myself enough to move on from this moment in my life? Do I love myself enough to take my life in my own hands and be responsible? Do I love myself enough to stop punishing myself? Do I love myself enough to allow myself to be worthy of being all that I am? Do I love myself enough to do all that is necessary for my life to be of my highest destiny? Do I love myself enough to be strong enough to embrace change? Do I love enough, life enough to honour my values and be my truth? Do I love myself enough? Or, likewise, if we are held in the presence of love, right moment, truth as discovered through love being the answer to why am I here as yes, then we are asking, do I love myself enough to give myself everything in this moment? Do I love myself enough to allow myself this time and this space? Do I love myself enough to fully embrace, experience and express my love? To have the courage to stand up for our truth, all that we are, to take hold of our life, be responsible, take ownership, take hold of our life to be of our greatest that we can know love to be. These questions run deep within our core. They offer a chance to hold the courage to take another step in or to step back, to breathe, to feel our strength, to feel our sacred self, to believe in ourselves, to know we are worthy, to know we are of life and as such a gift to life itself. The answer to all that we reveal above allows us the most potent question of them all. For every day of our lives is the expression of love. As love, what do I do now? Here is the question that holds us to our truth in every moment. It holds each of us accountable to life as love. I am love, therefore I am. I love, therefore I am. As love, what do I do now? Every moment holds the opportunity to act as love, to be our sacred self, without fear of loving, giving, being love, giving love, holding love. As love, what do I do now? The action of which allows us to be our truth. It asks that we think as love, act as love, give as love, without self, without reward, without need, to just be love. As love, what do I do now? What are the actions we will take as love in response to the questions? Imagine the greatness that this holds, the opportunity to act as love to self and to all at every moment, the opportunity to be of love at every and any moment. Imagine if we all, as love, acted as love, responded as love to all things. Imagine a life as love, a life of compassion, kindness, tolerance, forgiveness, patience, and of peace. As love, what do I do now? The only question relevant to this moment. As love, what are we each going to do right now? What steps will we take to seed the change this lifetime? The only question that awakens us to a new life, to living, to our truth, to actualizing our sacred self is, as love, what do I do now? At every moment's breath, asking, as love, what do I do now? What would love do now? That this be our chord of alignment, for it is through love that we understand our connection to the living system. It is the fire that asks us to consciously belong. The answer to this question tells all. as love for myself for life, I step in or I step out, or I act as love in whatever way needed to honour and be love for all of life to exist. Acting as love is movement. It is action to be present in the form of love. It may present as moving on, moving in, moving up, holding on, letting go, embracing, releasing, rising in consciousness. Love acts. As love, what will you do? Enter the dragon. In moments of becoming throughout life, in our awakening, our unravelling to realisation, we encounter signs that light us up, ignite us to love, to move, to be bold, to take action, to enact change, and often these inspiring moments come through a master, a mentor, an emboldened leader who enters as the dragon. They come in many forms, over many lifetimes, appearing at a ripe moment for all things to change. They are an awakened giant of pure awareness, service to call into life. It is not that I remember, it is that I never forgot. These moments in life leave us breathless. They linger with us longer than others. They change us from all that we once were to all that we can be, to all that we are. In the breathless moment of recognizing ourselves as sacred and as love, the dragon enters our life and catapults us into being. It's a unique moment to each of us, not a remembering, but a moment of awakening to another layer of our truth, a moment of realization. Dragons hold a depth to their soul. They arrive at a time when all things must change. Their existence within time is to ignite into truth our greatness. We will each know them as they come to us, for they are a spirit of sacred love that stirs our embers to rise and become a flame of life again. Their form unique to each of our sensing them. As a dragon, there is a fierce connection to life as all that is. It is a connection to the flow of life, its essence, and its eternal balance. Their life is one of a wanderer, never lost, always watchful over how life evolves. They seek not to love or be loved, not to stay or be tied, for they are tied only to eternal love, and will search infinite moments through infinite lifetimes to connect again and again. Constantly, hearing life as a calling from place to place, they restore harmony. So unassuming, so camouflaged by life itself, they often go unnoticed. Yet their very presence is what allows the essence of life to breathe, knowing it is protected by a powerful and bold guardian. The dragon holds an essence of eternal love and endlessly searches lives yearning to reconnect each sacred soul to love. Not lamenting when they are part, for they are life's yearning to fuel love, finding solace in constantly moving, restoring life, until they hear the call again. It is a calling to find each of us. Knowing they exist as love, as all that is, they hold and nurture great love when they feel it, and hold the strength to protect life without fear. They are content in seeing life in all its glory, marvelling at her beauty. They live simple, seemingly meaningless, humble lives. If we are willing to know our sacredness, we will come to know of dragons, and we will recognise one on meeting. They have an energy that reaches out to us, and yet we have no idea what it is or where it comes from. They often have piercing eyes that can see the finest details of life's creations and pleasure in bringing that to the attention of others. There is a power to their stance that is not of structure but of presence, and they watch every move. When we awaken to the realization of our truth and sacredness, all that we are is intensified. We see, feel, and experience like never before. We are thrust into being all that we are completely, and we've never felt safer than to be that, to be the truth of love in every moment, acting, giving, and receiving as love. Whilst human memory may take time to ignite and stir the embers of the soul into being, the dragon knows perfect timing, that perfect moment when called to simply walk in and change everything, that moment to ignite life to action, the moment that we each are ready to begin again, to be as life, as love, our sacred self, and to call out to life that now is the time to be. How everything converges in that moment and clarity of life is once again. How love completely consumes us and there is nothing else. How we are called into being, thrown into action and cannot imagine life any other way. How we feel and feel and feel. In the greatness that is the existence of love, our life begins anew. We are forever entwined with responding as love. What do I do now? May we all be willing to meet the dragons, bringing us to new life, ignited to begin now. May we seek their presence and know that within each of us lay a dragon known to spark another. May we all rise as awakened giants. Meditation ends. Turn now to page 570.